guys, taking you on an adventure with me. I'll go ride my new bike, my new whip. Took me 2 years to build this thing because it was expensive. Check her out. Ooh, she's so pretty. Anyways, so she'll be what I'm riding for the most part when I go on these long herp rides. Go herping. Anyways, I guess what I popped on here to talk about was just stuff that's on my mind, things that have been happening in my life currently that have got me down in the dumps and got me contemplating leaving the hobbyist world and just working specifically with the biology side of it all. I guess because for me, I started off in education. So I got a turtle when I was 17 years old, and I'm 37 now, so I've been doing this for 20 years. But when I first started, I was in education, and in the education world, it's like totally different than like this competitive hobbyist sort of lifestyle that I don't understand. Because in education, when you're working with zoos and aquariums and stuff like that, you're doing it because you enjoy educating, and there's no real competition over who gets to educate more and who's the best at educating. And it's just, you know, coming out and kind of just talking about what you love, and it's just great. But now we're in the hobbyist world. So now I've gotten connected to all the people that are, you know, name people in the hobby, and thought, you know, we were all friends and that we were cool, and we all had beers together and at these conferences. And unfortunately, it's not what I thought it was. I guess it's a lot more butt kissing. More people are involved in this hobby that are kissing each other's butts, buying each other turtles, and I don't know. I don't like it. We're all doing this for fun. Like, I thought we all liked turtles, and that's why we got into this in the first place. And it seems to me like it's more about fame, like who has the most expensive and rarest turtles, who's breeding the rarest animals, and it's who cares? Like, a red ear slider is awesome. I don't understand why it needs to be a competition or needs to be so cliquey. I feel like it should be completely inclusive. Kids, adults, everybody, if they have a red ear slider, they should still be held, you know, to some sort of like awesomeness just because they got a turtle. And we all like turtles, right? It's just ugly. And the backstabbing to just try and it just reminds me a lot of like elementary school. Like when girls and boys, you know, would pick on one another because they were jealous of the other person and what they had or what they had going on. But it doesn't matter. Sorry, there's lots of spider webs. I'm trying not to like walk into them. I'm sure I'm gonna get a bunch of them in my face in a minute. But it doesn't matter. Like, the amount of knives stuck in the back over what? Insecurities? You know, or some guy heavily flirting and decides to smack the back of your head because he thinks that that's going to get your attention and make you like him. And then everybody gaslighting you for saying something about it. And the organization you really loved and felt a part of, and you were the only volunteer that volunteered every year that wasn't on the board of directors, that helped out every time. I even went, you know, I volunteer even flying to those places during COVID and helped out, and just to help out because it feels good to volunteer. It feels good to be helpful, and that's what I do. I'm an educator. Like, I don't do this for anything other than just enjoying being with the animals and being with the people and telling people about these awesome things that I work with every day. But it's got me really down in the dumps now. I don't really want to get super personal with people anymore in the hobby world, and it sucks because I would love to mentor younger people, younger little girls and stuff like that, in educating. I mean, because it is a much needed part of the hobby, part of turtle and conservation work. And instead of just going to classrooms and teaching at classrooms, which is all well and good, like there's more you can do, and I definitely have plans to do that. I just can't, I will not exercise any more of this sort of petty behavior. Unfortunately, I've fallen into that trap of throwing back the pettiness because somebody hurt my feelings, and there was no reason for me to do that. And I stooped to their level, and for that I'm sorry, because that I did not set a good example for other people by doing that. It hurts. It hurts when you care a whole lot about turtles and the people that you've been working with for years. It hurts to know that they, you know, that they're in it for a different reason. And that's fine, but I think I'm just gonna work on the science end of things from here on out. I will still mentor and help other people. Unless something really, really changes, I just don't see me really wanting to get back into that world, unfortunately. I have my few hobbyist friends that I'll still be, you know, spending time with and stuff, but for the most part, I'm gonna get out of the ugly. If you're new to the hobbyist world, don't worry, there are good people in the hobby. Just be careful who you, don't ever butt kiss. Don't ever kiss anybody's butt. Please don't do that. Just be yourself. Enjoy what you're doing. If you no longer enjoy what you're doing, then it's time to leave. And that's kind of where I'm getting at with that part of the turtle world. Thankfully, I still work with dinosaurs and prehistoric reptiles and all the other millions of things that I do. My mountain biking, I have so many hobbies. So it's not, this channel's still gonna be awesome. There's still gonna be so much awesome stuff. We're gonna interview some scientists pretty soon, and some biologists, and some pretty cool people. And I'm very, very excited. Like, totally excited about that. But yeah, I wish that this was a better video for information, for, you know, fun turtle facts or whatever. And there will be stuff like that coming up. Probably do one this week. But I just wanted to put it out there that I'm contemplating completely removing myself from the hobbyist side of the turtle world, work with the species I enjoy working with, and just kind of laying low with that, and then just work in the field and work in educating what I'm good at. I'm not good at playing these who's popular, who's not games. It's ugly. I'm not made for that. I like politics, sure, it's fun, but not at the expense of my heart, breaking my heart, which people have done recently. So yeah, let's see, a fun fact of the day. What can I think of? Oh, today I saw a swallowtail, and I believe a swallowtail butterfly is the bird poop caterpillar. I actually posted a picture. I'll have to post one on my Instagram so you guys can see it. I'll try and find that picture that I took last fall of the bird poop caterpillar, and they turn into amazingly amazing, gorgeous butterflies as adults. What else? We all know turtles breathe out their butts. I don't know, I can't think of one. I don't know. Let's look at my bike some more. She's so cool. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Look at that chain. That's turtle. My kiddo gave me that one. I don't know where he found it, but he got that one for me. I'm gonna put stickers all over that. All right. Oh, wow. I don't know if y'all can see it. There's like a shopping cart in the water down there. Maybe y'all can see that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see how clear that water is. It's like my little getaways in the middle of the city where I can just get away from the craziness. I know it's literally right next to a highway though. Oh, fun fact. This nature preserve that I'm in right now is one of the last hardwood nature preserves in Dallas, the city of Dallas. Isn't that kind of sad? It's kind of depressing, isn't it? Like, and they keep cutting and building into it too. Like, it's getting worse and worse. It's getting smaller because they keep building more of the highway, these highway like overpasses and stuff like that into these nature preserve areas, and it, unfortunately, it's just getting smaller. Now, they can't completely get rid of this area because, for one, now they got all these nature trails and stuff that they've put in here and park benches and stuff, but it's a huge flood zone. Like, this time last year, around spring of last year, it flooded. I mean, that went all the way up and over. And in some of the areas, like, whole, like, trees had fallen down and, like, pushed up and knocked over wrought iron fences. It was intense. And it was super sad because there was lots of dead animals that had drowned in the flooding. So that was... And I didn't even know there was another species of skink that I never knew that was in here. And I only knew that it was in here because I found a dead one on the ground after that flooding. But, you know, it's nature, right? Well, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up. So, I'll still be around. I just will not be, unfortunately, participating in the popularity contest. And, I don't know. This year's been tough on me. Like, realizing all the people that I cared about that didn't much care about me, and or what happened to me, you know. And it's a wake-up call, I guess, that maybe it's time to find another place to be, because if the people that you cared about don't care about you, it's time to move on. Find people that do. Sad. I don't want to cry in this video. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in the next one.